Finally this morning, the story of one local teacher who's getting some big honors. His name is Stephen Ritz. He's the guy there chatting with Pope Francis. That's one honor that he recently received, but another one may be coming. On Friday, Stephen was named one of 10 finalists for the Global Teacher Prize, an award that recognizes great teachers and the role that they play in society. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth has followed Ritz's remarkable career for several years. Here's her last visit with him.
Who knew a little dirt, seeds, fertilizer, and daily attention could grow kids' self-esteem? This was Stephen Ritz with his students 2 years ago when we celebrated how he goes above and beyond. And here he is today.
I am so excited.
Good to see you too.
There's 100 pounds less of me. Can you believe it? I lost 100 pounds.
Did I say? I was like, what's going on? So what happened?
I'm talking about good health. I might as well be about the message.
Stephen has been teaching farming in school in the South Bronx, sending kids home with bags of fresh produce that they grow.
Are we going to buy rent or are we going to buy food?
Yeah.
And then what's available in the stores is insane. So now, I'm feeding grandma, I'm feeding everybody, and it's cool.
Because the kids take it home in a bag.
And they bring it home.
Like
exactly.
Pounds and pounds of it. In his homemade bow tie made from a Scrabble board, Stephen is the first to say he is an unlikely urban farmer.
This sideways and 30,000 pounds of vegetables later. You know, what's my favorite crop? People think it's broccoli. No, it's organically grown citizens. 4 out of 10 kids here don't even graduate high school. They wind up in jail. So the fact that my kids are graduating and going to school, it's like, and they come, and you know what they want to do? They want to eat healthy.
He cracks them up with his honest humor.
And it leads to living wage jobs, so my kids are working. 30,000 pounds of vegetables later, we have organically grown citizens, graduates, members of the middle class, kids who are going to college.
So inspiring, and he's jazzed. We're expanding above and beyond.
So celebrating the diversity of this city and the talent that really moves it forward is critical to validating everybody.
That's news.
Right, that's news. That's eyewitness news. I practice saying it.
That was about 2 years ago. Here with us now is Stephen Ritz. Love your enthusiasm. Love it.
Well,
love it.
thank you.
And you've got your tie on.
Indeed, every day.
We like it. We like it. Would you be this enthusiastic if you were teaching math?
Absolutely. I actually taught math for many years. And the cool thing about math is there's a solution. So that's what I love about math. You can get the answer and you can check to make sure if you're right.
I mean, I would take your class in a heartbeat. I mean, how do you keep that enthusiasm going? And why are you so enthusiastic about what you do?
Well, number one, I love children, and I'm blessed to work in a place where I am loved and appreciated. So as much love as I give, I get 10, 100-fold more back. So to be able to shape and nurture kids' lives and move them forward is perhaps the most important work that I can ever do.
How do you gauge when you've been successful with a student?
It's a continuum, so I'm very recursive in my work. I'm constantly on this cycle of self-evaluation. But if it's not going to be exciting to me, it's not going to be exciting to them. So number one, we need to engage their minds. We need to bring them to class. We need to see them excited. And then we need to make them solutionaries. I mean, teaching kids to count mathematically is important. Teaching them what counts is really what drives me and gets me up every day. So I'm the oldest 6th grader you'll ever meet, and every day I can get out of bed and get in front of a room full of kids and make magic. Watch out, here I come.
And you just discovered this thing with plants not so long ago. I mean, this is relatively new. I think it was in '07 that you kind of came across this plant idea. Tell us about how it germinated or started.
Well, okay. Well, it's really taken root. Yeah, it's really taken root. I am not a farmer, as some people know. But someone sent me this box of bulbs, and literally I was dealing with overage, undercredited kids, disconnected kids. I was dean at a rather dysfunctional school, in a crisis school at that time. Let's just call it what it was. So when I got these bulbs, and the daffodil bulbs and flowers, I didn't even know what they were. They looked like projectiles, and my whole fear was like, wow, these kids are going to throw them each. There's going to be a problem. So I took them and I hid them behind a radiator. And I kind of forgot about them. One day there was an incident in class, but the steam and the heat behind the radiator kind of forced these bulbs, scientifically called forcing, and we saw hundreds of flowers. And the boys wanted to give them to girls, and girls wanted to give them to their parents, and we wanted to take them and sell them, and that was an epiphany for me. That year, my students and I planted, I think, 15,000 bulbs across New York City to commemorate 9/11, and we realized that we could grow something greater. and spread seeds and spread hope.
Right. And you figured out, too, this isn't just, you say you're not a farmer. This is about teaching them more. It's about teaching them, you know, how to build things, too, because you build the cases that you put your plants in, and you teach them how to, you know, be citizens out there, but also to have skills beyond just potting up plants, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's interesting now that we're doing food, because food is a non-negotiable, and now more than ever we have a nutrition crisis in New York City. But I don't expect kids to be farmers. I expect them to read about it, write about it, blog about it, offer outstanding customer service, and be engaged. And man, oh man, what this is about. But more importantly, we're creating life. And for kids who don't always have an appreciation for that, or aren't always appreciated because of where we live, creating life is important. So when kids learn about nature, they learn to nurture. And when they learn to nurture, we embrace our better nature.
Do you see it change them?
Well, I myself have lost 100 pounds. I mean, so for sure I see change.
Physically, but also mentally, you see it change them?
Absolutely. First of all, so many of my kids are disconnected from where their food comes from. So to understand that they can put a seed in the ground and nurture it and have this big plant in a matter of weeks that you can even eat or sell, it's great. I have kids who are reading to plants. I have plant police, leaf monitors, pH patrol.
Awesome.
It's been a blessing.
And your enthusiasm is so wonderful. Real quick, if you win the $1 million, that's the prize for this Global Teaching Award, what will you do with it?
Oh, I'm going to grow something greater. I see it. I'll use another pun. I see it as seed money.
Seed.
But what we have found is that we have an entrepreneurial model here. Yeah. So I would like to grow something greater and inspire healthy living all around the world. Okay. You know, we're calling it From Hope to the Pope. And as we say in the South Bronx, si se puede.
Stephen, good luck to you.
Thank you
You're a great
kindly.
teacher.
Thanks.
That'll do it for this edition of Up Close. If you missed